Most Americans consider themselves as fairly knowledgeable about their country's history. They could probably tell you that Abe Lincoln was the 16th president, or that Teddy Roosevelt was a proud trust buster, or, at the very least, that we've been around since 1776, and formally so since 1789. But when you peek beyond the purview of history textbooks, it turns out there's a lot that they don't teach you in class. American history is loaded with odd facts and fascinating tidbits, all of which the average American probably doesn't know. Here they are. Number 1. The average American throws away 4.4 pounds of trash daily. It sounds crazy, but this is true, according to the Environmental Protection Agency's latest 2012 figures. When you take into account America's population, that means that around 1.4 billion pounds of trash gets thrown out in the United States every single day. This makes a nation of some of the most wasteful people on the entire planet. Number 2. California's state animal doesn't exist in California. Before the mid-1800s, thousands of grizzly bears could be found across California, so much that the animal became the state's official animal. Nowadays, all of the grizzlies are gone. What changed, then, in the mid-1800s? If you guessed the state's gold rush, you are right on the money. Between then and 1922, every living grizzly in the state of California was captured or killed. And all it got was a lousy flag. Number 3. George Washington wasn't the first president to live in the White House. Nope, it wasn't the first president of the United States who lived in the White House, but John Adams and his wife Abigail. While Washington did oversee the construction of the house, he never lived in it. It began being built in 1792 and wasn't inhabited until 1800. Since Adams, each president who has resided in the White House has made their own changes and additions. After all, they lived of the house, he never lived in it. It began being built in 1792 and wasn't inhabited until 1800. Since Adams, each president who has resided in the White House has made their own changes and additions. After all, they lived there. Number 4. The deadliest job in the country is president. Statistically speaking, no job in the United States of America is more deadly than that of the president. Think about it, 45 men have held the title. 4 of those men were assassinated in office: Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, James A. Garfield, and William McKinley, while 4 died of natural causes: William Henry Harrison, Zachary Taylor, Warren Harding, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt. That's a rat. Number 5. Independence Day didn't happen on July 4. Nope, July 2 was the day that Congress voted to free us from British rule. However, the 4th of July is when John Hancock wrote the first signature on the Declaration of Independence in order to spread the word of the vote. 56 men signed the document that announced intended independence from British rule. Number 6. In some states, there are more cows than people. Move aside, humans. Sorry, we couldn't help ourselves, the cows are here to stay. According to Vox, Idaho, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, Nebraska, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, and Wyoming have less humans than they do cattle. In these states combined, there are 32,489,391 cows. That's more than 1/3 of America's total cow population. Number 7. The tallest president was Abraham Lincoln. The 16th president was a tall 6 feet 4 inches, or 193 centimeters. Our smallest president to hold office was James Madison. The 4th president, whose term was served from 1809 to 1817, stood 5 feet and 4 inches tall, or 163 centimeters. He also weighed less than 100 pounds. Number 8. The Statue of Liberty isn't in New York. The Statue of Liberty, which adorns pretty much every bit of tourist memorabilia you can purchase in the Big Apple, is actually not located in New York City at all. It's technically in Jersey City, New Jersey. Who knew? The copper statue was a gift from France to the United States in October 1886. Number 9. Americans eat about 100 acres of pizza each day. We love our pie, enough that we collectively consume 100 acres of pizza every single day. Annually, around 300 billion pizzas are sold in the good, old USA. Not only that, but a reported 93% of Americans have eaten pizza within the past month. The biggest spike in delivery sales of pizza occurs around the Super Bowl. Can't get more American than that.